Why can't I get a job as a project manager? Today, I'm answering your most commonly asked question that I get asked all the time when it comes to applying to project management jobs and finally landing the job offer. If we're meeting for the very first time, my name's Alvin, it's nice to meet you, and I'm an engineering project manager certified as a PMP, PMI ACP, and professional Scrum Master. I'm here to help you avoid all the pain and frustration that I experienced when I was trying to land my very first job in project management. With that said, let's jump right into our first question. Will project managers still be in demand even though there's AI? Now, this is a huge and really hot debate because there's such an increasing trend with the use of AI tools. In my personal opinion, AI is a tool that helps you finish your work faster so you can automate repetitive tasks and analyze data. Need help brainstorming ideas? Well, you have ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, and the list goes on. However, project management is so much more than just creating a timeline and managing resources. It involves actually talking to people, leading those people, making decisions, resolving conflict with real human beings, and actually just talking to people. These are things that AI cannot do. Yeah, sure. AI can help with these tasks, but honestly, it's not likely to completely replace the human side of what being a project manager is all about. And quite honestly, the heavy lifting is still with us to lead the teams and get the work done. Yeah, AI can help analyze data, but you still need a project manager to keep everyone on the same page. We still have to navigate ambiguities, make the tough calls, and keep our teams aligned towards what our company's goals are. And if anything, I do believe that the human-centric side of our skills is irreplaceable. So things like leadership, empathy, and communication, those are really all core to what it takes to be a successful project manager. Yeah, AI can streamline processes and give you analyzed data, but it can't read a room like we do, and it can't manage interpersonal dynamics when things are getting tough. This is where a project manager is needed the most. The second question is, why can't I get a job as a project manager? You see, I get asked this question several times almost every single day. But let's zoom out here, okay? And let's look at the bigger picture. Landing a project manager job, it's like getting into a funnel. At the very top, you need to have a well-crafted resume. So the first question is, do you have a resume that's good, that's targeted for project management jobs? Is it top-notch? Does it show that you have the skills and the related experience that makes you the best fit? Does your resume sell you in the best way possible so that when someone reads it, like the hiring manager, do they think, wow, I need to call John for an interview right now? And if you don't have a good resume that catches the hiring manager's attention, then you're not making it past that first step. But don't worry, my friend, I have a free gift for you. You can download my exact project manager resume template that I used to land my first engineering project manager job. You can download it completely for free at alvinthepm.com/resume template. This is what I used to land interviews for project manager jobs. It's completely free because I want to see you succeed so you can earn the income that you deserve. So go ahead and download my free project manager resume template at alvinthepm.com/resume template. Now, the second step is your resume is getting noticed by the hiring manager and you're getting interviews, but no one wants to hire you. And there can actually be a few reasons here. During your interview, you might not be answering the questions in a way that resonates or connects with the interviewer, and so you don't get the offer. Or maybe you make it past the first round of interviews, but when the hiring manager actually interviews you, you completely flop and you can't seem to answer the technical or the scenario-based questions in a persuasive way. This could be another reason. And then the last step is the job market is competitive. There are many candidates who apply to the same role that you're applying to. So competition is fierce. And to add on to this layer, the economy we're in and the job market, it's terrible. This has nothing to do with the rise of AI or other software, but more so with factors that are completely outside our control. The global economy, especially what's going on with the United States, it's terrible. You have high interest rates, tariffs, just everything going around us. Companies are slowing down hiring because of all these different factors, so it may not be you. The third question is, how do I stand out in a competitive job market for project managers? With today's job market, standing out as a project manager means that you can't just check the box on a job application. You need to strategically position yourself to show that, yes, you're qualified, but you also have the skills to handle complex challenges that come with being a project manager. You see, it's one thing to get inside the door as a project manager, but it's a whole other level to be a project manager who delivers results, who can speak confidently to their peers and persuade senior leadership. If you already have a general project management certification like the PMP, then go after a more specialized certification like PMI's Agile Certified Practitioner or Scaled Agile Framework certifications. If you're going for process improvement roles, then become certified in Six Sigma. And if you're more involved with tech, then go for ITIL. And if you're based in Europe, then absolutely go for your Prince 2. There are so many other certifications that I could talk about, but these are just a handful for you to think about. The second way to stand out is by embracing the technology and learning how to use other software tools. For example, if your role involves analyzing data, then get really good at using software like Tableau or Power BI. And the third way, of course, is to network strategically. Many jobs are filled because of internal referrals. It's about who you know that matters, not necessarily what you know. And how do you get this advantage? Well, connect with people by attending events in your industry and join project management chapters that are nearby to you or in your local area. Don't just collect a business card for the sake of it, but actually take the time to build real meaningful relationships. Start connecting or even reconnecting with your previous colleagues and see what have they been up to. Mention that you're looking for roles in project management and ask if they know anyone who actually works as a project manager that they could refer you to. You never know until you try. The fourth question is, how do I sell myself as a project manager without formal project management experience? The first step is to reframe your current experience so it shows that you have project management skills and responsibilities. You basically need to translate what you've already done into project language. Sounds easy, right? But it's not. Let me explain. If you were to look at your past accomplishments, you probably have experience where you helped hit a deadline or you coordinated a group of people to achieve a result or solve some type of issue. To take it one step deeper, you've probably created some kind of schedule and maybe you created a Gantt chart. My friend, everything I've described to you is a project management responsibility. All you have to do is translate your accomplishments into project lingo. As an example, resolved a testing quality failure for our parts. You can reword this to say, prevented 80% quality defects by leading a team of 5 stakeholders to launch a new product on time under 12 months. How does that sound? You see, when you're applying for your first project manager job and you don't have formal experience in project management, you need to start thinking and speaking like a project manager would. You want to use words like scope of work, monitored, stakeholder engagement, risk mitigation, and budget control. If you've never held a formal project manager job title before, like I did, then you want to apply to more project manager friendly positions like project coordinator, program assistant, project specialist, operations associate, or even entry-level junior project manager jobs. Once you're in, then you can gain all the experience that you need to level up. Our fifth question is, how do I gain hands-on experience in project management without having a formal job as a project manager? This feels frustrating, right? Because it's like the chicken or the egg scenario. You need experience to get the job, but you're having trouble getting the experience to get the job. Am I right? Here's what I recommend based on my experience. Your goal should be to create a project portfolio to show that you have skills that are related to project management. The top 2 ways I recommend are volunteer either in your current company or in an outside nonprofit organization where you can take on project management responsibilities. Look for opportunities where you can coordinate people, create and manage a timeline, and lead some type of initiative. If none of this is possible, then in your current company, think of ways with how you can take on more project management responsibilities. Step up to the plate and tell your manager that you want to lead smaller projects at work. chances are they're going to be more than happy to give you a project because it shows that you're proactive and you take the initiative. If, let's say that this is still not possible, then find a project in another department and ask if you can help them out. Say something like this: I'd love to shadow or help you with tracking tasks, creating a timeline, whatever's helpful for you. All that it comes down to is take the initiative and show that you're interested in performing actual project management work. And if you're really serious about this, then on your own time, start learning how to use popular project management software tools that's out there like Jira, Microsoft Project, and Excel. I have a ton of videos on my YouTube channel so you can learn them faster. Our next question is, what skills are most important for a new project manager? If I had to boil it down to 3 skills, I would say communication, scheduling, and risk management. For communication, this is all about being able to clearly communicate a project scope, timeline, status, risks, and align expectations with other people. So it's a very high-level bucket for me, but it's really actually important. If you're just getting started in project management, then the best resource I recommend you read is Project Management for the Unofficial Project Manager. There is a more recent book of this, and you can grab your own copy using my link that I'll leave in the description bar down below. It's what I read when I was an engineer and helped me master many of the foundational concepts before I landed my first project manager job. Scheduling is also incredibly important because you need to know how to create a Gantt chart and manage timelines. And third is risk management. I'm a firm believer that we're worth our weight in gold as project managers because we can get a team together and we can identify what can go wrong and mitigate any surprises and delays. If we can prevent a 2-week or even a 1-month delay to a timeline, this means that we're launching our product to market faster, saving even more money and generating more revenue to the business. The reason I don't emphasize specific software is because each company usually uses their own preferred project management software tools. One company may love Microsoft Project. Another, smaller company, may actually only use Excel. But then another one may only use online project management software like Clarizen or Workfront. It all depends on the size of the company that you apply to and the level of complexity for their projects. Do I need certifications to become a project manager? No, I don't think that getting certifications is required to become a project manager. Many people that I've worked with have actually landed project management roles without having certifications. And it's because oftentimes the hiring managers value the experience more than the credential itself. That said though, certifications can help you, especially if you're new and you do need a way to stand out in today's job market. If you lack formal project management titles and you need something that builds the credibility on your resume, having an entry-level certification like Professional Scrum Master or PMI's Certified Associate in Project Management, that signals your commitment and instantly builds that credibility with the hiring manager. So I definitely wouldn't overlook it. There are a few certifications that are absolutely worth considering. To find out which certifications are the best to take, please watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next video.